Hi guys, welcome to CinemaShed. I'm Miwan. As per usual, kind of feels like it's been long since I've said that thing. As per usual. So one of the things that people usually ask me, the whole Marvel versus DC, oh Marvel comics versus DC comics, oh Marvel characters versus DC characters, oh pick one. And when I say I actually read both and I enjoy both, they're like, no, you have to pick one. You have to be on one side. But the honest truth is, Marvel comics and Marvel characters and DC comics and DC characters, they offer two different things in my opinion. Yeah. And that is what I'm going to be breaking down in this video. So stick around and let's get right into it. Now, the first difference between Marvel and DC, in my opinion, I think is in terms of the characters they write. Now, Marvel characters are more relatable, they are more human compared to DC characters who are characters that humans aspire to be. Now, think of Marvel characters, think of the strongest Marvel character, the strongest Marvel hero. They have something that tethers them down to reality. They have something that makes you or makes them still feel human. Take for instance Iron Man. He's the richest. He's genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist, but he's an alcoholic. Bruce Banner, who has like multiple personality disorder. Same with Moon Knight. Take Thor, who is struggling to be worthy. It's not like he isn't worthy, but he still struggles with it. Take Peter Parker, Spider-Man, for instance, who is practically one character that everybody can relate to, at some point in their lives. He's super smart, he's broke, he has like the regular teenage problems, relationship problems, marriage problems, love problems, school problems, money problems. Take Daredevil, for instance. He is a blind lawyer, but even though he's blind, he is seeing injustice in ways that the people like Reed Richards or like Iron Man or sometimes even Heimdall, doesn't see. So Marvel characters have this relatability factor to them, so that no matter how powerful you are, there is something that makes you grounded in reality that we humans can actually relate to. Now, DC, on the other hand, they create characters that you aspire to be. Take Superman. Superman is the perfect character, right? He is perfect in everything. Perfect at his job, perfect at being a husband, perfect at being a son, perfect at being a father, perfect at being a team member, perfect at being a superhero. Even when he was a supervillain in Injustice, he was still a perfect supervillain. Take Batman, for instance. He is literally the perfect human. Like, it's so crazy how even people who are enhanced, Captain America, Deadpool, even Black Panther, right? These people are way stronger than Batman, but because of the way Batman is written, people see Batman as stronger than these characters, which is not necessarily true, but he is so much of a perfect human being that you can't just help but think twice that maybe Batman can beat all these characters. Take Wonder Woman. She is the perfect symbol of feminism, of women empowerment. Like a woman who was living on an island full of women. She left that place to come and save man's world. And then even with the injustice and with the struggle like to push feminine power through, she is doing it in ways that you can't even imagine. Like, they've shown her as a character who the Justice League, they don't win when she is not on the team. That is one distinct difference for me when it comes to Marvel and DC. Marvel writes characters that are relatable, or characters who, no matter how strong or how good they are, there is something that brings them down to reality. Unlike DC, where you have characters that you aspire to be. The second distinct difference for me is how the stories are. Now, Marvel writes stories grounded in reality, whereas DC, they write ideals. So for instance, even though Iron Man might be in his celestial god killer armor, there's still something that makes you feel like he can be beaten. Even if Thor is King Thor or Captain America is like secret Captain America or Spider-Man is like cosmic Spider-Man, no matter how powerful a Marvel character is, you still feel like they can be beaten. Now, DC, on the other hand, they write ideals. Yeah, so when you're seeing Superman can never be beaten. You're seeing Wonder Woman is the toughest. She would never go down. Batman can beat anybody with prep time. The Flash is the fastest person alive. How Jordan can do anything with his willpower. And they have built these ideals into their characters over the span of how many years. So there are two differences between Marvel and DC for me. So when people say things like, oh, you have to choose one between Marvel or choose one between DC, I don't think that is necessary. When I want to read maybe something more relatable, I go and read Marvel comics. But when I want to escape from the reality of humans, I go and read DC comics. So I want to know your thoughts. What do you think? Between Marvel and DC comics, which one do you prefer? Or do you agree with me that they just have their differences and we should enjoy both? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you are new to CinemaShed, hit the subscribe button below or follow me on CinemaShed. I remain Miwan from CinemaShed as per usual, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.